Today on Canadian Firearms Review, we're taking a look at Blade Tech holsters and mag pouches. So first off, we're going to take a look at Blade Tech's entry-level model, and then Nathan's going to talk about their intermediate model. So this is Blade Tech's Revolution Series holster. It's a Kydex holster that has a retention method that you screw down these screws on these rubber bushings and it tightens or loosens on the gun. The grip method's actually over the trigger guard. It clamps on top of the trigger guard so you know your handgun's not going to flip out of your holster at any time. On the back there's the Stingray belt loop. It's fully adjustable to fit any belt size. There's a little tab here that moves up or down, and you can fit it on any belt size.
This is Blade Tech's Black Ice holster. It has the exact same retention method as we just seen with the Revolution, with the two rubber bushings and the two Phillips screws. The only clear difference that you can tell is that it has a higher quality Kydex. It's much more thicker and has a more custom look to it rather than a more straight line manufactured look that you've seen with the Revolution. Now when you turn this holster around, you can see that I have the drop off the hip hardware attachment on this, which kind of just sets it off your hip much more easier for withdrawal. And then I have the Tech Lock attachment on this as well. And the way the Tech Lock works is that you have these two bars right here that are completely adjustable depending on what size your belt is. You pick your width. You just attach it in, put your belt in, locks it in there, and then that locks it in there as well.
As Nathan was saying, there's not a whole lot of difference between these two holsters. Really the only difference that we see is that this holster here, the Revolution series, has like a manufactured look. It looks like it was already pre-molded, and it's got like those manufacturing marks on there, and his looks more custom made, like it was custom made for his gun. It looks like it was like the Kydex was taken out of an oven and was molded for that gun. And you can tell that there is more quality on his Kydex. It's nice and smooth, whereas this is kind of like a rough texture.
This is also just a touch more thicker, I do believe, which really is not going to affect you too much, but I can definitely see it coming in handy when it comes to how long it will actually last.
Yeah.
The different thing and the cool thing about Blade Tech is that they have all these different attachment pieces, and they're completely interchangeable with whatever holster you have. So as Aaron has on his, he has the Stingray, like he talked about earlier, which is just attached directly onto his holster. I have the Tech Lock, which is attached to another piece, then attached to my holster. And that hardware piece was, like I explained, is the drop off the hip hardware piece. But technically, if he wanted to go out and make his Revolution holster the exact same as mine, he could just buy this piece, which is a measly $13 on the Blade Tech website, and you can just put that on there and attach it to the Stingray, and boom, he's got a drop off the hip holster. And now that I look at this and I'm doing this video, and I can tell I paid way too much for this holster. This cost me anywhere between $65 to $80 for this entire setup, where Aaron, he could have got this holster for $30 with an attachment, and he could have bought this piece separately for $13. So for under 50 bucks, I could have the exact same setup for pretty much the exact same holster.
Yeah, if you're doing competition shooting, that drop off the hip attachment would come in handy. But if you're looking at these holsters for like a duty rig or just something that slaps right to your hip, you don't even need it. Like this is a little bit, it rides high on the hip, maybe too high for competition, like really quick draws. But as a duty holster, that works just fine. Moving on to mag pouches, this is Blade Tech's double mag pouch. Same retention method that the holster has a rubber bushing inside there that can be tightened or loosened by that Phillips screwdriver head. On the back, I just have a standard belt loop. It fits one belt size only, which was different than what I had on my holster, which was the Stingray attachment method. It was fully adjustable to fit any belt loop. This, you're going to have to stick with one belt size.
For me, I have the Revolution single mag pouch. Once again, held up, and the retention's held up by these two rubber bushings. And on the back, once again, I have the Tech Lock, which is as we know, fully adjustable to any size belt with these little clips in here. I use the single mag pouches mainly because I want to get into competition shooting, and I find it just a little bit more customizable to be able to move your mags and your mag pouches, even in your holster, kind of wherever you want in your belt very quickly. Now, when you look at something like the Stingray, and you're using the Stingray attachment, and then you're using the Tech Lock, if you need to move this mag pouch between your two belt loops way over here very quickly, you can just quickly attach that, take it from your belt without taking your belt off, and then put it on the other side, and you're done. Now with the Stingray, you're going to actually have to take off your entire belt and then readjust everything as you go. So this just kind of makes it a little bit more customizable.
So to sum things up, if you're looking at getting into the shooting sport and you're looking for something to bring to the range, this kit here will serve you just fine. But if you're looking to get it more serious in a competition, you might want to take a look at the Black Ice series. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you're looking at ordering these, go on Blade Tech's website. They offer a 10% military discount. Thanks for watching, guys.